How are you guys? Vero mdala wafika imeso mabwera zaina bali anyamatomera mbali anyamatomera mbali Louis Dziwenji Mibanji Angi Rasha Huji hello Theo Nasvidze wafika ayo mamene anthu ndi maina rikunja kunoto Lile Chris Mwanza ulikuwa yes I'm home. I just got home from work. Okay, I hope you're enjoying the story today. Ukonda zami how nonseru mwayaluka. Ukonda mapokoso. Ukonda zifukwa za milandu. Haipe munanga chakuti. You know, kupanga music. By the way, I've got a lot of stories. I don't know if I'm gonna manage to post all of them, but I think I'm going to post as much as I can. But there's plenty of stories, plenty of them from beautiful women whose lovely husbands are loving in an amazing way. Anyway, I did this live because I wanted to talk about a certain issue. So a couple of days ago, let me know wants to join for the live. I don't know how to make someone join the live, but I think you can watch. Someone sent me a message. She had been texting me for some time about her child who was sick. And by the way, I'm sorry to this woman if she's going to watch this live because I didn't get her consent to talk about this. But I hope she'll be okay with it because I'm not going to insult her. But she had been texting me with Mwana and she wanted me to do a fundraising for. Unfortunately, I didn't see the messages. Olongadna Tsegula, for being a matter of Tsegula. And I end up not reading the messages. So I didn't see them. There was a photo so I think it should be 2 days ago she sent me Pemphero. And she said because I so good the way you love your child is the same way that you love someone's child. And I felt really bad. I think I had a really bad day that day because maybe I could have done something about it. And I apologize to her. I said I'm really sorry now when I get overwhelmed. I hope she understands. And I hope she forgives me from the bottom of her heart. I know the reason why she wrote to me is because she believes that she believed that there was something that I could do for her child. In the same way that I'm man to Mizira, your messages, you believe now there's something that and that I can do, and it's I think it's a blessing that God gave to me with and that you can be able to help them. And I also want to thank all of you, our praise team. I mean, I want to thank you so much because but why am I doing this live to talk about this? Because I want you to understand Nanish was a person. I go to work and sometimes my car need busy. And I also have got several personal commitments, several personal projects that I'm working on. I may not always have the time. Even today, I know because they are sending their stories. I may not read some. Because it's just a lot of them. And I think it's the same thing. School fees and what I do now. There are a lot of you. I can't be posting every day. It's too much. Even you would get tired. But you'd also get tired. So I want you to understand. Whenever I get a chance to help someone, respond. They go through my manager Brian. Respond so whenever I don't respond to something else, I don't want you to try to put a case on me, I want you to still bless me, to still thank you because of others that we are helping on this page. I don't know if that's making sense because and many matandiza eneo like for example I've not met Rebecca. I've never met her before. Hopefully someday I can meet her. but we helped her out, and I do not have got any personal relationship with her. But Snapangeko fundraising in Balewanga, I always do it for you as my fans, because that's the blessing that I have to do that. It's coming from God. So it is my prayer that whenever I cannot respond or whenever I cannot help, that you understand what I think is I've not seen it. And nonetheless, I think it's why I've been talking about also the mphande Foundation. Tinapanga whatever we did, kupanga form a committee from the district levels up to the regional levels and up to the national committee. But because of this incident, I thought it's time to push right now. So I spoke with the vice chair, Chen Carter, can you push for this? Could you register the foundation? Because I believe we can help many people, because then the burden of me having to help and personally can be taken away before most of it comes to me. But with the foundation, if you give them 100 kwacha, I think then the foundation can easily pick to say, and cause then they can help other than me doing that, and then I can focus on other things. Enough for that. My funding can be was many, but how is everyone doing? How are you? The economy is bad. Mafuta nagwera, and this is going to be, we've got so many issues happening, and I know there's issue of Musa John that we're also fighting for. I hope everyone keeps on posting on their pages, free Musa at Ruke Manameneo. So there's so much happening, but how is everyone doing? Sky DC whatever it is, and that's so bad. Every time that I do a live, someone says what is there. Yeah. Okay. Zibo Manze says you look down at Jesali. No, I'm not down. But I was talking about an issue that is touching and emotional, and because someone lost a child, you understand? So the issue requires the seriousness that it requires. Priska and Tambali Sportibino, Kwabas and people Zokaguno, Mzuzu. Yeah, there's an Mamuna. Ngatukuzizi there's an Mamuna. What do you do? And Magama Gona, Babidi by just skin to skin, Motavula, Magundana skin, you end up feeling warmed up, eh? Got Mamuna Vura Beza joined in Yankee in box, New cross. Putin, I don't smoke weed. You never me smoke weed. I tried smoking jamba once in college in 2016. I tried smoking twice actually. That's what I went to college. Some friend of mine gave me jamba. Whoa. Nagatamanga ground, yes, sports complex at College of Medicine. 22 times. Because I wanted the weed to go out, to get out. And I said I would not smoke again. Then I remember a few months later, we were with my friends. So these guys from Pole, they brought jamba jina yake. And then I was be a pressure. I said, Andy, in DS. Oh my God. So I've never smoked weed again, and I don't think I'm ever going to smoke weed again. But I don't smoke jamba. Also, I would find everyone is feeling cold. What did you move there? Also, I would find everyone is feeling cold. I've also been a boyfriend and also Muzi Chengetana. Yohani Ngonya, this side we're doing good. Nanga dizibibi za jesali ndi mango nanga di malizira. No, this is how I talk. You should get used. I speak fast and I was born like this. Mike Starboy, respect to you, Mr. P. Peace to you too, man. I appreciate you. Pemphero Marangiza, skin to skin, to skin. Venue, then that's a solution. Nafiz Blacks, and you look sober and clean. Thank you so much. Someone at least is able to see things in a sensible way. Another, whenever I post a picture, I expect, negative comments from someone else, and I've gotten used to it. Because someone will say something negative, they will zoom the photo until they find a mistake. It's how people are. I think being in the limelight, you get used to that over time, and I think I'm used to negativity. I remember one time, someone brought this up at sister Wanga, and then my sister wore that shoe on another Sunday, so then I go church, and then we took a photo. So I was like, I'm posting this, and I was like, Pemphero post that person. And I said, no, they can't pick it out. They can't sense good. It's the same shoe. So nabanga post. I mean, within 1 minute, someone had taken a screenshot. You banga compare with this shoe. It's not even back. I was like, oh my god, I don't have any. I didn't see you for minutes. No, me. Whatever you call me, I'm okay. I'm gonna lose a good kandina zonzi, kandina jimulirenji, kandina gam, whatever name you give me. I'm not sure Mr. Zio nabanga accept. I'm not sure Mr. Telemundo nabanga accept. You give me names, I'll accept them. It's alright. Okay, you look so excited. Enough was pooping. Well, someone is saying I look sad. Someone is saying I look excited. I don't know. I don't know which is which. But whatever it is, we thank God that we're alive, and blessings your way, as the dog likes to say. Red eye, one man pinned in red eye. Maswanga red. This is the normal eyes, my friend. There's no red eye there. Can you see? There's no red eye there. What does no more Jan? Mine's a red eye, man. Don't waste your time to prove to people that you're perfect and songa when you say Fiona Nangaran. You know, whenever I write something, don't explain yourself. And sometimes it's confusing because when you talk, people are saying you're explaining yourself. Sometimes you're just trying to have a conversation. You're just trying to be a normal person. I want to just and there's no me trying to justify myself. When I've got no reason to justify myself to anybody else. Those who know me, they know I'm a very strong-minded person. But I'm having a conversation with you all. So there's nothing like me explaining myself or justifying myself. No, it's just us having a conversation. Praise me, nice. I don't really know because sometimes and you say things in a funny way. I made it in my venue skin to skin. Gonna Mr. Z, you're too funny. I remember the venue. I'm only venue was going to wake. Okay. We not gonna PD. You guys mind about Samaina? I get a lot of names. I don't go do a job, Frank Jakazama Kuponya. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like the interview on Cruise 5? Okay. I mean, I've not been doing interviews this year. I've turned down a lot of interviews. Actually, the first time I've done an interview this year, today, I did an interview with Zodiac. Today, but I stopped doing interviews because none of my journalists I'm in the first in Zomwezo on Horizon. Ndedi kudziweni. Kuri mfika mwafika mwakumani mavuto anji. Alimpiki say nena. What tell us your story. School mnapita good. So it's like muhuma kaugangu Zomwezo. So I said until I find a journalist who wants to do an interview with me to ask me about things that are unusual, then I'll do an interview. But as of now, I feel like journalists are asking the same things. And there's nothing for people to learn from. For example, me, I've got so much knowledge about so many things. I'm passionate about Pan-Africanism. I'm passionate about the economy. I can share knowledge about things that I believe can be beneficial. But journalists want to ask me, school and magabangira about. I mean, that's a red live viable information that someone can easily find. Of course, I know but we are doing the same interviews over and over. So I no longer do interviews. Mukari moto mulini ndani is my friend. Mina mnamona anadusa kumbuyoko. Ule mwano ajisala Isaac chabuya. Thank you so much Isaac. Nanoso ule mwano. Digire ni unique. Ndema mafuna azikufutana jana ajisala. I've just said it now. We can talk about other things. We can talk about the economy. We can talk about politics. We can talk about African politics. We can talk about global politics. We can talk about things that are important to Malawians, that it's not going to be, but we can't be talking about the very same things over and over. That's a no. Because subject is just the part. Oh yeah, no, we are working on that. We will give you a new date. Probably this week or so, should announce a new premiere date for the Talk to Pemphero show. Tunapanga postpone goes over Mario Amase, and then we had a show business, but we're gonna come back with an announcement. It's going to be a very nice show that I hope you love. I don't know capital city of Satare Public Tribune. Elena Shavinga, you're looking nice. Thank you so much, Elena. God bless you. Pemphero, slow your pace when speaking. You are too fast. Okay, I'll slow down. I did Mr. People saw it live. No. I did it live the other day. But Naipanga delete because my manager said you looked drunk in the video, and I said I'm not drunk, so I had to take it down. But yeah. Maria Solange, are you Malawian? You've got a cute voice. Thank you so much, Maria. Talungu, hi Pemphero, hi Ta, I hope you're doing fine. Koma Pemphero kusokosa anzako tukwere ngatu. Jokan live ko ngeni mule pama so. Mzabwire kwa ini kuzalira kuti mphande field exams chanchani siza ku nkanya siza panga post. But anyway, I did this live because I wanted to talk about issue mundagamba ija kuna kuti someone sent me a message a couple of days ago about how her child passed away, and she had been sending to me a message to share, and I was not sharing it. So I was just trying to say, you have to forgive me when I don't post your issues. It's not deliberate. Ntima umakabo kuti nkani ili onsome kubwera ndizimanga post, but siku nima my message ngati. Sometimes 300, sometimes 500 messages. So you can imagine, I can't post 500 messages in a day. You not even manage to read all of them. I cannot even miss Wednesday because kundi bange post nkani ya muntu have to read the whole thing to make sure kuti sana try maina age, sana bange expose mtino age. Most nice ngara try na age so because that's hide my ID, so I can't post people's names. So I have to read everything. So I can't read in 500 in a day. But nonetheless, chumana juwana nimapanga post, chumocha nikuza nimapanga post. Pena so nkani zina sima banga post kuzima kawu maybe a similar story na banga kale post. I believe now good muntu you can learn lessons from the same one. On makawu during the same day na banga post nkani yongo fana. So I believe now good if you are reading you can get the comments and you can learn from that story. And that's why I don't share the other stories. Okay. I think I'm going to end here. Hope everyone is okay. We love you, Lusungu Shakazire Dula. I love you too. I appreciate you. Asha Slim Brandon Ndiwaji Bwana. Why do people think Guru Murakamajes and Ndu is drunk all the time? You're the first Nyamado Madam Bali Nampanga go follow by Facebook. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. God bless you. Do you have free time? Come, I mean, if you're awake and reading all the stories. No, I hardly have free time. But I try to make time. I'm a guy that I don't wake myself. Kunchiro pena napita 10 koloko. Pena napita 11 koloko. Pena nganizo jita kwa napita mama. Kwa kweli kanima yuka moja. Wenda yuka masanga because there was a blackout. My guest anazima kwa face, so I had to be at home. Yeah, but otherwise, you know, when you're passionate about things, you know, like for me, kubanga post nkani, it's not a big issue. I can read a story in 3 minutes. I can edit in a minute. I can post na tana. So you understand? Only that over time it becomes involving. But I don't spend much time doing these things. Like right now, the Gajoga, the Ninkanina, getting the banga go, banga paste, the banga post, but I'm waiting. I'm going to. Ajimina go in one. So much Jatan. Ajimina going to soul in one. The winner and 1 B. Command here now, Beleza. Oh, like I repeat some stories. Muslim rules and I repeating kind of wasn't my car. Maybe I don't know. This could have repeated the story. Yeah. No, why can be top fan badge, younger, but it's not. But you've got a top fan badge. I can see your top fan badge, but it's not me who gives top fan badges. You have to know that. Facebook may be like okay. In a man, I love in both. One day I don't fan badge. I can't. Never one of them. I could tell bus. Badge is never again. You never go to Facebook. Like if you're commenting a lot, Facebook will give you a badge. It's not me who gives the badge. Okay. Good writer, Mr. Mphande, passionate one. Towel ones. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm indeed a very good writer. By the way, this year I made Rusebuku, but Now we're DJ Beta. We've got so many projects. My next year we're releasing our second book. It's going to be the biggest and best book you've ever seen come out of Malawi. It will come out on the 27th of February next year, God willing. I like releasing most of my things by 27th February because that's the birth of my daughter. So whatever I'm releasing, it comes out on the 27th. Yeah. Okay. Hafaya man, me mas wajisale umakwana. You need to start charging posting and editing fees because that's too much work. Well, I think for me, my Facebook page is not really for making money. It's also a place where I come to interact with you and have a good time. There are ways how I make money on Facebook. When I'm working with clients that wants me to promote them, like most of my corporate clients for influencer work. Na mimi charge ndama za nyo koma for someone muntu akuvutika alibeso ndama then charge apange nkhani yake no. I also charge for connection fees. We also make some money from that because connection fees is someone asking me to do a job for them. That's why I charge for that. But posting stories, and I'm not going to charge for that. I don't think it's necessary for me to charge. I don't need that money. The money that I can get from connection fees on Facebook and that I can get from clients is enough. And a page where we can be able to interact with you all and that we can be able to make some money. It's a blessing from God. And this page is running because you send your stories. It's also running because you comment. So whatever I gain from this page is coming from you. So I've got no reason to charge you. Your daughter really comes first. That's amazing. Really, you're divine. Yeah, I really love my daughter. I really love her. She's special. We always do video calls most often because she stays in the longer. But yeah. Nora Madaliso Brown. Tadichuleni ndakuchwana Nora. Mlibwanja Nora kwa muliko. Hope you're having a good day. George Levi Kibona from Tanzania. Follow me. I have to see what you're posting because if I follow you, but I'll see. What I say next election Suima Moses Cop. Well, in 2019 name MP. I lost, of course. I lost miserably. But I wasn't really running to win. I was just running to make a name to prepare for the next elections. The plan is there to contest again, of course, because I believe I'm someone who in zero. So in type of parliament, I can contribute positively to my country. Right now, I'm contributing a lot to my country in my own ways. But there's another way that I can also give to my country by being in government. So I've not yet made a decision whether I'm going to run again or not. Because since I left, I've never been to my constituents again. I want to interact in the end. I've got a few kids that I support with school fees. So those are the ones that I end up interacting with. But I've not gone to campaign again in my constituency. But I just go back for these kids that I work with. Nonetheless, I think at some point I'll make a decision to see if I'm going to stand. I'll probably make an announcement next year. But you'll see it. Halima Naswat Nimakabomba Daily. Ovilela muleme chomo simu nichwanda jani ndakuchwana ovilela mulibanje. Okay. Nkona ndadiwe ndi shata kuma shata dolo kwambika. Sima baza hipa pa mene ini sema baza ni madzidziwa. Okay. Thank you so much. Temwa nani mhango umaimira mbali za kuchirobe zingwangwa CIA Green Corner Manja Mkolokosa Chilawira Magalani Nanjoli Wakubaluti Kampala. That's my constituency. Yeah, that's where I've been living for a long time. I began staying this side since 2011, so it has become home to me. Although I was born in Lunzu, I was born at Malambe Hospital in 1992, but I spent much of my life this side. Okay. Mr. ZIC, Harriet Jerry. I should just give shout outs. Claim Lee Makwanga, shout out. Andrew Dan Kemigodi, live from Toza Baboma, shout out. John Jingaz Free Mode, shout out. Nora Madaliso Brown, shout out. Tokozani Kamanga, shout out to you. Prince Pinzo Jinemba, shout out to you. Vincent Happy S. Nglue, shout out to you. Tadala Flavor Mlangeni, shout out Bidis Mandula, Benjamin, Julie Kangwanya, shout out Prince Haimzi, Kumbanyiwa, shout out. Oh, by the way, I had a friend Kumbanyiwa in college, my Kumbanyiwa. She's not a doctor. I don't know if she's Ngarani Balawago. If Ngarani Balawago, say hi to her. I haven't seen Mike in a long time. Emile Kawole, shout out. Christina Mbumba Jalusa, shout out. Sharon McAbbott, my friend Sharon, how are you? Shout out. Gloria Shubi Kamera, shout out. Faith Nyangala, shout out to you. Mwai Uyu. Shamia Nasiha Ibrahim, shout out to you. Emmanuel Rongori live in Bok, that's Boschkop. I think that's South Africa or Germany, is it? Shout out to you. Vio Mataya, shout out. Tangatini, Baton Adam, shout out to you. This page has told us a lot. Isaac Kabenya Galua, shout out. Ellen Mumba, shout out to you. Okay, Emmanuel Chavula, Mr. Beach, Bano Jan Dijani. No, I don't have a political party. 2019 I made a Mons party. Because we had started the party together with Professor John Cheese when I was in college. But not Japan 2019. So as of now, I don't have a political party. Maybe if I'm going to run, I'll run on an independent ticket, or I'll find another political party to work with based on what I believe they're offering to the country. Okay. Alright. Thank you so much. I don't have rings. Even on this other hand, sometimes I can take them off sometimes, you know. They are not satanic rings. They're just rings that are I love rings so much. If you see my photos, you always see me in rings. But depending on what. Okay. Bye bye everyone. God bless you. Keep safe. Let's continue sharing hands that you want until later. I think I'll stop around German 9 because there's a lot of stories, yeah? God bless you. Bye bye.